I was in America to study literature, Western literature.
Good for you.
Perhaps I was brainwashed. I did not learn how to make polo because I chose learning about books to learning about rice. My mother tried to teach me, if you don't learn polo, your life will be dry, she said. She tried many times. At first, I said I wanted not to learn about polo. I wanted to learn about D.H. Lawrence. My charity was to become educated. Later, I told my mother, if you will let me teach you about Lady Chatterley's lover, I will let you teach me about polo.
Lady Chatterley's lover?
My mother would like it very much.
I don't think so.
You do not know my mother.
Have you ever read Lady Chatterley's lover?
I have read Lady Chatterley's lover many times.
Do you know that it was banned in England and the United States?
Why?
It's considered pornographic.
Do you think it's pornographic?
Me? No. I think it's overwritten.
D.H. Lawrence is a great writer. He believes the relationship between a man and a woman is sacred. In this, he is very Iranian. We do not treat the relationship between men and women as if it were only a disco.
A disco?
Lady Chatterley's lover is the opposite of a disco.
A disco is a place to dance.
A disco is a place to buy and sell the desire between men and women.
What did your mother think of Lady Chatterley's lover?
She never read it. My mother. I believed that I would have a sacred love, as in Lady Chatterley's lover. And on my wedding day, my mother would make me jeweled rice, cooked with raisins, pomegranate seeds, rose petals. But my mother's heart became ashes, and she could not read anything, even the Quran. She could not read. After my brother died, she became ill. My mother loved my brother very, very much. In her eyes, he could do no wrong. Everywhere he walked was sacred to her. Once, though only once, when he was very young, on the day that our beloved Mossadegh was arrested, she slapped my brother.
Slapped him over Mossadegh?
It was a terrible shock when the Americans plotted against us. The Americans who had helped us build libraries, who spoke of democracy. Our elected leader, Mossadegh, he spoke to our heart. He was not Western. He was Iranian. He was ours. You could not control him, and so your Kermit Roosevelt hired thugs from the bazaar.
Thugs from the bazaar?
Your Roosevelt and others from your government hired men with chains and knives.
How can you believe such a story?
It is not a story.
American diplomats hiring thugs to overthrow your leader? That's ridiculous.
You took our Mossadegh away and put in the Shah. And the Shah would do anything you wanted him to. He would not take a drink of water without asking the American government.
There was a popular uprising against Mossadegh. From the bazaar against Mossadegh. In favor of the Shah. It's well documented that thousands of people filled the streets in favor of the Shah.
Mossadegh was arrested. On the radio, they called our Mossadegh a traitor. They said he had been arrested. My brother was just a small boy. He kept talking over the sound of the radio, and my mother slapped him. My brother's cheek burned.
I'm sorry your brother was slapped, Hanum.
My brother didn't know it then, but that was only the beginning of the burning. Slowly, at first, but then with the speed of a dream. Everything he held in his heart was burned alive. After that day, for the rest of his life, my brother told me that he was expected to be afraid. He was supposed to live always in fear. Fear that he would be kidnapped, arrested, that he would disappear, and his body would never be found, like so many who did not agree with the Shah. But my brother refused to be afraid.
That has nothing to do with America.
You think I am
I
lying?
don't think you're lying. You believe what you say is true, but that doesn't mean it actually happened. Politics is full of rumors. Politics lives on rumors. The most outlandish stories. Don't you know that?
And what do you know, Hanum?
I know that you and your friends need to believe that America is the great Satan.
And this is all you know?
There must be some reason.
But a reason based on rumors and outlandish stories.
Yes, Sonam.
Because it did not happen. What you did not happen.